guys, welcome back. It's Josh with the Financial Advisor Car Guy. Today we're gonna go upstairs into my home and I'm gonna show you guys one of the coolest toys that I have. It is car related and my son would tell you it's his, but it's not. So let's go ahead and get inside and we'll take a look. So we're gonna walk up the stairs here and we're gonna take a quick peek here. Now, my son is up here playing it right now, so let's see. We're gonna walk around and I'm gonna turn the camera around for you and then we're gonna talk about this. Now, what you're here in our media room, we've got, our movie room. But in the back corner of this room, we have a racing simulator. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna walk you around it. He's playing it currently and I'm gonna let him just keep playing. He's crashed his Lambo and you can see the windshield is destroyed. But, basically I'm going to pause the video, flip the camera around, and I'm gonna talk to you about the components that built this thing and what it cost and how you can build one at your own home. And I'm gonna start by telling you that we built this on an incredibly tiny budget. Everything here is used with the exception of the frame itself. That was an Amazon purchase. It included the mount for the TV and the bracket for the chair. It came with the platform for not only the steering wheel, the shift knob, and the pedals. That rig itself was $183 on Amazon. The rest of the parts, we'll kind of go through and I'll tell you how you can, essentially put one of these together. We found a used gaming office chair. I took the armrests and the wheels off and it bolted right up. So that's cool. The TV, I found that on a Facebook group that I'm a part of. It's called Bid It to Win It. And I won that for $1. Now it's an older plasma, but it is a 50-inch TV. I don't know that we'd want it any smaller. I think from the standpoint of just immersion into the game, you need kind of a bigger TV. A lot of guys will go with 3 monitor setup and kind of curve them around you so that you're, again, really immersed into the situation. But having just the one TV works really, really well for our situation here. The steering wheel and the pedals we bought used. Those were off of Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, excuse me. Go ahead and shift, buddy. There you go. We bought the pedals, the steering wheel, and a different shifting mechanism for $200. And when we got home, we realized that the different shifting mechanism doesn't work with the Xbox One. So I had to go online and order this Logitech one that you see here. Now we paid $200 for the wheel, the pedals, and the original shifter. I paid $40 for the new Logitech shifter. So it was $240, we were into that setup. Well, then I put the other shifter on eBay and just wanted to let it see what would happen. Now, as it turns out, it was made by a company called Thrustmaster, and it had a more solid, I guess it's aluminum, but it was a metal housing with a real steel with some weight to it, shift ball, all inside of a gated manual housing. I'm gonna post a picture of that here. Now, I did put that on eBay for $109. It retails for $199. And ours was in used condition, no box, no manual, nothing. Literally just the shifter with the USB cable. And it got bid up to $151 or $152. And so after shipping and after fees, we cleared about $133 back. So if you're following along math-wise, the $240 we paid for everything, we got $130-ish back. So the steering wheel basically cost us about $110. Again, the wheel, the pedals, and the shifter. I didn't tell you how much for the chair, but the chair was $25. TV was $1. And then if we look around the back here, you'll see zip ties and all my wiring. But I have an Xbox One S here that I bought used. I have a power strip with LEDs. That was new. This USB hub, that was new. And then I already had the zip ties and everything. But basically everything plugs in one wire. Everything goes to the wall there. So it is fairly portable for what it is. But the USB adapter was 10 bucks. The power adapter, 10 bucks. And then, gosh, I think that was about it. So all in all, we're into this rig about $400. I picked up that Xbox One for 50 bucks. I don't know if I said that or not. But yeah, 183 for the rig base, 25 for the chair. Again, about 110 for the wheel and the accessories there, $1 for the TV, 50 for the Xbox, and then $20 for miscellaneous, you know, the USB adapter and the power strip. And really those, we have them laying around anyways, so those aren't really a cost that I would associate to the system. We already had an extra Xbox controller. We actually have another Xbox over there. So this one was exclusively used for this simulator. You know, we didn't want to have to be switching an Xbox back and forth. I was going to go online and buy an HDMI cable and a power source for my Xbox One. And then I figured I would just, you know, essentially unplug it from here, move it over here, and plug it in without having to go behind the TV and redo all the wiring. And the power plug was something like 35 bucks. And then an HDMI cable's like 5 to 10 again. So $50 for the whole used Xbox One with those cables was like paid for itself. So it'd be really hard for us to replicate this again for the $400. But, you know, all in all, as you can see, hopefully you guys have been watching him play. It's awesome. It's super fun. He's learning how to shift. His timing is getting better. He's able to drive different cars. The first race I did, I put myself into my own R8, and that was super fun. And so this is a very fun toy that, I mean, gosh, you guys, we could play with this for hours and not get tired of it. And so it's teaching these kids, you know, a little bit more about shifting and timing and how to use the clutch, how to use the pedals, you know, and then of course they can learn to drift and do all these fun things. It also has paddle shifting, and so we don't have to use the manual lever. But yeah, super fun. I did go through, as you guys can probably see, and I tried to keep the wiring as neat and tidy and tight as I could. So everything is sort of wound in place or zip tied in place, with the exception of like this loose controller. That wire is free, but everything else, you know, again, is kind of hooked or wrapped or zip tied, or, you know, we wanted to keep it fairly tidy so I can slide this thing around the room. And then I use these massive zip ties to keep the Xbox in place. And that's working really nice. And so, yeah, all in all, pretty sweet deal. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to share that with you. What do you guys think? Is this something you could see yourselves building and putting in your home? A while ago, I shared a TikTok where a guy built one of these out of a wrecked Subaru. And he basically took all the interior out of it, assembled it in his, I don't know, living room or something, and used just a piece of plywood as the floor. But he carpeted it just like a car. He brought the dash, the console, everything, the driver and passenger seat, the whole thing. It looked just like the cockpit of a car. But instead of, you know, a real steering wheel, he built a little shelf for this. And then instead of a windshield, he used a big TV. So it turned out super cool. You guys can find it on my TikTok, or maybe it's on my YouTube shorts or something like that. But that was kind of some inspiration. I don't have room for a full car simulator, so something like this, a one-seater, again, on a more portable, collapsible rig, is really the way to do it. And it was a lot more budget friendly. So super fun. Comment down below, share this stuff. Let me know how we can, you know, make this thing better. Maybe there's a way, I don't know. But like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. But most importantly, remember, may every investment you make be a good one. Till next time.